I got headphones on, so let me know if y'all can hear me. What's up? So I just finished working out. Don't mind my laundry in the back. I gotta fold. But I wanted to hop on here to talk to you guys about some articles I've been looking at over the course of this quarantine, this shutdown, as statistics constantly come in, as information constantly comes in. It's really hard not to wonder if these facts are accurate or if this is just information being released. So on Sunday, I saw an article posted on Sean King. He's like a protester and activist, very well known activist, who he posted an article about Michigan. And Michigan was one of the first states to release a actual breakdown racially of who's been contracting this virus so far, who survived and who's passed on. So before I get into that, I want to first just take a pause to those families of people who have lost somebody so far. I don't want anybody to feel disrespected. I don't want anybody to feel like their family member is invalid in this convoy, because that's not the case. So before I get into these statistics, let me just say, let's take a quick pause for those families. Let's take a quick pause for those people who did not survive, who did not make it. They are our ancestor now. They are not in the physical realm anymore, but they are still with us. Their spirit is still with us. So for those who have lost somebody, I'm praying for your strength right now. I'm praying for hope. I'm praying for peace of mind. I'm praying for calm. I understand that can create fear in some people, and I'm praying that that doesn't make you more fearful. I hope that that does not make you more fearful. So, with that being said, Michigan was the first state to release statistically a breakdown racially of who's been passing on from this virus. And the biggest number was African Americans at 40% in the state of Michigan. And you know who was at 0%? Native Americans. Native Americans. Now, when I first saw that, my first thought was, I believe this, but I also know statistics are not always accurate because everybody is not always counted. Now, we have to remember this. When cases and information is calculated, it is going by what's in black and white, meaning what is legally written down. So there are a lot of people right now who have not even been written down as a case. There are a lot of people right now who have not been certified positive, who may have the virus and who have not been calculated. So to hear that statistic that 0% of Native Americans in the state of Michigan have contracted the virus, but 40% of black African Americans have contracted it. One, that tells me, how do we know that Native Americans were counted in the state of Michigan, right? Because we have to remember, where are Native Americans located in the United States? A lot of Native Americans have been dispersed, have been moved from their native homes, have been moved from their native land and dispersed all over the United States. So first of all, a lot of Native Americans aren't even counted legally. Second of all, we also have to remember, because of everything that Trump has done to Native Americans right now, they've destroyed their tribal land. They've destroyed their burial grounds for their ancestors, for their families. So for safety reasons, a lot of Native Americans aren't going to the hospital either, right? Because they are in fear that, hey, even if I did get this virus, they may kill me. Because America has been trying to kill off certain species of people for years. Since America has been America, America has been killing off certain species of people for years. So to see certain statistics, the first question I ask you is, are we calculating this accurately? And then it made me think about the census. The census is going on right now. 2020 census is happening. And I find it very, very interesting that a pandemic is happening at the exact same time that a government is calculating how many people are in its country. Are you guys thinking about that? So, yesterday in Chicago, WBEZ, which is a radio station here in Chicago, Chicago Public Radio, released an article stating that over 70% of African Americans in the city of Chicago have tested positive or passed on, meaning they are dead. They are not here anymore. African Americans up to 70%. That is a huge number. Even though Chicago, we make up about 20% of the population. Black people makes up about allegedly 20% of Chicago's population. Yet we are about 70% at either positive or have passed on from the virus. During a time when the census is happening, that don't make you question anything. And then I started to think about what I've been seeing over the literally just the 3 weeks that we've been on shutdown, the things that I've been seeing among our people, specifically Black people, and seeing how we're moving. And I understand everybody isn't a health nut. I understand everybody isn't about cutting out meat out their diet. I understand everybody isn't about eating vegetables and fruit. I get that. But I honestly ask you, if you're in a situation where your life is threatened, between life and death, and someone told you all you had to do to heal yourself is take a break. I'm not saying stop completely. I'm not saying end it forever, but take a break. Just simply take a break from meat, from dairy, so that you can heal yourself, so that you can build your immune system. And instead, you choose to buy pop, you choose to buy soda, sweet teas, keep buying McDonald's, keep buying Popeyes, keep buying these different, restaurants that have nothing to do with your physical health. And it makes me question Black people. And it makes me question, what do you really consider life? Do you consider life at all? Do you believe in living? I was talking to my partner about something, about life and death. Because I am not the best when it comes to discipline myself. Like I just told y'all, I just finished working out, right? And when I work out, I sometimes record myself to monitor my form because I don't have a physical trainer here to say, hey, Chantel, you're doing that wrong. So to make sure I'm doing my workouts correctly, I film myself and I go back and I look and I'm like, whoa, my form is bad, my this is bad, I need to do it again. But that's a moment of honesty with myself, being honest and saying, hey, you're not doing your workout right. You're not doing it correctly. But how many people do you know are really honest enough with themselves to say, I'm not doing this correctly. I'm doing this the wrong way. I should probably try something different. I should probably try something new. Aren't you ready to evolve out of your old self, out of the old things you seen your family struggle with? I saw my mom this week and she was taking, I cooked her breakfast and she was taking some medication. And my mom has a lot of pain issues. She's had surgeries in the past because she has an issue with her spine. She some kind of nerve ending in her spine is off and it causes her to have pain, so she has to take like certain pills for high blood pressure and all of this. But my mom is also very healthy. She's a big health nut. But lately I've been noticing her medications have increased, and I asked her, I'm like, Mom, why are you taking this? What is this pill? Why are you taking this pill? Why are you taking that pill? You know what my mom told me? She told me, well, I'm over 50, and when you get a certain age, you have to take certain things because it helps with your body. And I was like, yeah, Mom, what are you talking about? Well, this particular pill, it helps with my heart because, when you get to a certain age, your heart rate goes up and your heart goes up and your blood pressure goes up. So you have to take certain pills for that. And I'm listening to her and I'm just like, who's telling you this information? Who is telling you this? A doctor told you this? And she's like, yeah, do your research. It's a lot of seniors that take this pill because when you get to a certain age, your heart rate increases and you have to. And I'm like, Mom, that don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. Why are you taking this damn medication and you can literally take food for that? It's stuff from the earth that helps your body as you age. But instead of doctors giving that education, they're just giving pills to our seniors. They're just giving pills to our elders. And then what do you think that does? If your body has an unknown substance in it that's not natural, that's something made in a lab, that's not healing your body, it's just pausing things in your body that function normally. What do you think that does to you? Of course, your immune system is going to start failing. So to hear that so many African Americans have passed on, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because a lot of them take medications. A lot of them listen to their doctors because doctors, they have a medical degree. So they assume that my doctor is telling me the truth. And they listen to what their doctor says instead of doing research and actually reading. Like, it's a reason why pharmaceutical companies are in existence. It's a part of the economy. Like, when are you guys going to see that? Pharmaceutical companies make money off of you being sick. So why would you allow yourself that position to be sick, not only to put your life in somebody else's hands, but put your life in some hands of a corporation, of a government that don't care about you in the first place? I'm tired of seeing statistics. I'm tired of seeing stories about, Black Americans, the highest in this. Black Americans, the highest in that. When we not saving our fucking selves, yo. We not saving ourselves. It is so much research out here specifically for Black bodies to teach us and show us how to heal, how to take care of ourselves. And we don't even use it. We just chuck it up because it's, that's the Bible, or that's this scripture, or that's this religion, or that's a vegetarian, or that's... Man, fuck labels. Fuck the label. Fuck the label. Fuck whatever it's labeled as. Read the outcome. When Dr. Sebi passed away, they alleged he passed away from an illness. When Dr. Sebi was one of the healthiest human beings, he helped multiple other human beings heal themselves. Yet, unknowingly, he passed away because of an illness? Fuck out of here. Seriously? Come on. I don't even think y'all using y'all brains anymore. Like, you have the power to heal yourself. The earth has given us everything we need to survive. Everything. Human nature is a part of nature. You are a part of nature. You came from nature. Why do you think that is a term? Human nature ain't just a word. Like, that's a term because you're from nature. So why not use what you came from to heal yourself? Why do you think think about animals. Why do you think animals eat grass? Why do you think animals eat plants? Because animals know, and even animals that do eat meat, even animals that do eat other animals, or, whatever, species that eat other species, they know that species comes from Earth. They're eating what they need. Let's talk about bees, for example. Bees are something that humans are afraid of because bees have stingers and bees hurt when, if they sting you, it hurts, right? So people have been trying to kill bees. Science has tried to kill bees because they don't like bees because they have stingers. Yet, honey is the most natural cough medicine. If you drink a teaspoon, just a little bit of honey, not only does it heal your body, your physical body, it does so much for your skin, it does so much for your blood, your cells, your lungs. And they always say pick honey from your local environment because the honey from your local environment contains the pollen in the flowers. So, like, for example, if you have allergies, they suggest you eat honey from your environment, from your local markets. Yet, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about honey and bees and the fact that scientists are now trying to revive the species of bees because if bees die, our crops die, it affects farming, it affects everything in nature. Bees are important because it affects everything in nature. And so if they die, if that species dies, it affects our vegetation. So what do you think that means for animals, cows, pigs, whatever meat you eat? If we don't have grass, if we don't have flowers for bees to keep the evolution of life going, I guess you could say, pollinate, the world. If we don't have that, animals don't have anything to eat. So that means the animals die off, right? So what else will we have to eat? If animals die off, if flowers die off, what do we have to eat as human beings? Nothing, right? Let's talk about water, global warming. There's parts of the world right now that is melting. Lands that used to be cold, that used to be full of ice. Literally, you could not see the ground. The whole land was full of ice, has now melted, causing species of animals to die because they're drowning. They're drowning. So what do you think that means for the state of our world? The world is shifting itself in our face, and it's been happening for years. Global warming is not just no joke. It's just not no social media hashtag. Global warming has been in existence for years, and scientists has been trying to stop it, which is why they keep pushing this go green stuff and stop using plastic and making all of these laws to help regulate global warming, because us as human beings, we have fucked the world up because of our selfishness, because of our ignorance, and because the lack of us wanting to heal ourselves. If we as a people, as a human race, regardless of your race, regardless of black, white, whatever, if we as human beings saw nature for what it was, as a life source, and not just, oh, that's a tree, that's a lake, that's a sidewalk, that's a, grass. So many people are talking about, oh, I want to go outside. Oh, I want to go outside. You didn't appreciate outside. Now you're forced to be in the house and now you want to be outside now? And all over the world, the air is clearing up because of lack of pollution, because of lack of movement, because less cars are traveling, because less boats are traveling, less planes are in the air. And the air has been clearing up. What is it? Look at the world. The world is giving you information in your face. The world is showing you that sometimes you need to take a break. You need to pause. You need to breathe. You need to sit down and just breathe. Take deep breaths. It makes me sad to hear that black people are dying, yo. But we already killing ourselves before this virus even started. Because if your immune system was built up, Yeah, you'll get sick, you'll get a cold, you'll even get the virus, you'll get the convoy. But you know what's gonna happen? Your blood gonna fight. Your blood cells are gonna fight if you've been taking care of them. Your blood cells rejuvenate every 30 days. We've been in the house for 3 weeks, which is about good. It's going on, getting close to that 30 day mark. We're still in like the 20 of days, about 20s, 21 days. And they say a habit takes 21 full days to at least break the habit. Maybe not consistently keep the habit, but at least break it. So why not start now? Why not use this moment of this convoy, this moment of this shutdown? Why not use it to change the story of your family, to change the dynamic of your family? Like for us as African Americans, for us to have buried so many bodies, for us to have so many families that have buried so many people. At what point do we wake up and say, I'm tired of this shit? I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing my uncles die. I'm tired of seeing my aunties die. I'm tired of seeing my grandmas die. I'm tired of seeing my mama, my daddy. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of seeing my brothers. I'm tired of it. So I'm going to change me. I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start learning other ways to calm my negative energy. Like, you know why we stressed out? Because black people die from stress too. It ain't just no fucking virus black people dying from. Black people dying from high blood pressure. Part of it is because their high blood pressure is their diet, the things that they're eating. But sometimes the high blood pressure just coming from stress, from being stressed the fuck out. And that's something you can change. You can change that with proper methods. There's different methods to calm yourself. There's multiple ways you can calm yourself. You can listen to music, you can paint, you can draw, you can read, you can work out, you can sing if you're a singer, stretch, deep breathe if you just sit down and just take some deep breaths. Or if you know, it's a lot of people that like Netflix. If you're one of those people that like Netflix, just sitting down and watching something that doesn't stress you, something maybe funny or comical, or maybe something that makes you learn. But the issue is we don't want to survive. We don't want to survive. We're not for real. You know what makes me survive or makes me realize like I can do this shit? I have an aunt that's 102 years old. 102. Still walk. She don't use a cane. She only uses like assistance, like when she has to go up and down the stairs. She does have one of those like chairs to help her get up and down the stairs. But other than that, 102 walks back and forth as if nothing is wrong. And the only issue with her is her memory. Her short-term memory is terrible, but her long-term memory, she's told me so many stories about being a kid in slavery. Like, I have an aunt that was in slavery alive, y'all. I have an aunt that was in slavery who is alive and old enough to tell me those stories and tell me what she went through as a little kid in slavery to now living to this day. And that just makes me question myself when I feel moments of insanity or I feel moments of weakness. I just ask myself, why do I feel this weakness? My ancestors have dealt with way worse. I couldn't imagine being a slave. I couldn't imagine being in the civil rights movement. Yet I have people that's living, that's been through that. My grandmother, my mom, my dad, my great aunt lived through slavery, lived through the civil rights movement, are still alive, yo. Yet we crying about a fucking government shutdown. And then I thought about a lot of black people who are on government assistance. And I can't judge you because I've been in a space where I have possibly needed assistance myself trying to navigate and live. People who are on government assistance, if you need it, if you genuinely need it, maybe you have somebody in your family that's disabled and they can't work and you can't afford to take care of them. Maybe you have somebody in your family that's mentally ill and they can't work and you can't take care of them. So to have government assistance for that, I understand. I understand. I had an uncle, he passed away last summer, who was disabled and mentally disabled. Some call that mentally retarded. If that's what you want to call it, fine. But one thing my grandma did was made sure that he was able to take care of himself as an adult. So my uncle, the only thing he needed was just assistance to monitor his eating and everything because he was diabetic. But my uncle lived and was perfectly fine, and the only government assistance they gave him was because of his mental, because he couldn't physically work. He couldn't have a job because of his mental disability. So that was the only reason. That was the only reason he was on government assistance. But my uncle was fully capable. He participated in Special Olympics and everything. So it's no excuse. It's no excuse why we sitting here waiting on no government. It's no excuse why you on assistance. I feel like one of the reasons America is failing is because a lot of Americans are lazy and we get stuck in this concept of, oh, I need a job, or, oh, if I don't have a job, the government needs to take care of me. And that's the problem. Y'all sat here before this virus got to where it is at this 3-week mark. This government knew about this shit since last summer, not even last fall, last summer. They knew about this virus because it broke out in other countries. Yet, because our administration, i.e. Trump, disabled the department that researches viruses, he disabled that department. There was never a strategy in place for when it hit America in the first place. So that was the first era. The second era is they decided to wait until 2 countries had to shut down, i.e. China and Italy. America decided to wait, knowing that these type of people travel in America all the time because a lot of people go to college, a lot of people go to school in America for education. They decided to wait until March to tell y'all about a virus they knew in 2019. And yet y'all want to trust and wait on this fucking government to pay y'all some shit, a reimbursement, whatever they want to call it, because they told y'all couldn't go to work. So y'all want to wait on the government to pay y'all for something that they made a mistake on, but not warning everybody. Y'all want to wait on that. Stupid. That is so stupid. I really need y'all to wake up and see this government is about numbers. They don't care about you as a physical person. Counting you is simply counting the energy that's in this country and how much they need to feed it. Meaning, the world is declining. The world is falling apart. Meaning nature. Nature is losing resources. Food is becoming scarce. Water is becoming scarce. So because of that, every country needs to calculate who's there so they can see how long. There's literally scientists that regulate and calculate how much time the human existence can last on Earth based on the resources we have, based on what's left, based on the amount of water that's left, based on the amount of vegetation that's left, based on the amount of animals that's left. So again, this census is happening right now. Why do you think? Why do you think they're trying to show y'all right in y'all face? We don't have resources. Haven't you seen that by this pandemic? They're out of hospital beds. They're out of equipment for something they knew about last year. So you telling me y'all knew about this virus and y'all ain't had no equipment ready? Come on. Come on. Wake up. They don't want y'all to live. They need y'all to die. They need y'all to fucking die so that they can control how much money and how much food and resources is available. And again, I started this video by saying to those families, to people who have lost somebody, I started this video saying, we send you love and light. We send you love and light to those families. We send you love and light. I know this is hard. And I'm sad for you. I'm sad for those families. I'm sad for those people that have been losing people to this virus, to this government system, to our American medical system. And it ain't just this virus. I'm talking about families that have lost people because of medications that they've been on, surgeries they went to and didn't make it out. All because of our government selfishness, because of science selfishness, because of human selfishness. Please, if you trying to live, this is the time you need to evolve for real. I don't be just speaking this evolve stuff just to say it. I'm saying evolve into the new nature of who you are, because it's here. Ain't no tomorrow. It's already happening. It's happening right now. Evolve, y'all. I need y'all to evolve into a better person. Use your mental capacity to learn, to grow, and read about what you as a person need, what your family needs to survive, to sustain itself. Learn that now. It's already news articles saying that the food is becoming scarce because different countries can't ship things right now. Like, a lot of food is shipped to America. A lot of food is aired and boated, literally boats and planes fly certain types of food to America. And they are already running out. Yet, it's millions of Americans that don't even know how to grow their own fruits and vegetables, let alone raise a cow or raise a pig or a chicken. So what's going to happen then? When food goes, when we don't have no food in the grocery stores, and the government just look at us and say, yo, hey, ain't nothing we could do. We don't have no food for you. What you going to do then? You just going to look around waiting for them to come to your house and send you a bag of food? Like, I really got to shout out my family and friends. They've been checking on me. They've been sending me bags of food to the point where if I don't need to go to the grocery store, I don't have to, because by their grace, by their friendship, they've been stopping by, making sure that I'm straight, making sure that I got something to eat. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm praying for people that don't have that need it, that need food, that need something for their family. Because the government ain't helping y'all. And I'm sad about that. They not helping y'all. They not helping y'all at all. Please wake up. Please wake up. If you trying to survive as a human being into this next realm of life, in this social distance shit, in this technology age, this age of apps, because every app you've been on, they've been watching that shit too. You don't think they calculating how long you on Facebook, how long you on TikTok, how long you they watching all of that and they calculating that and they using that information. Please be well. Please take care of yourselves. Please love yourselves. And you are bigger than all of this stuff. You are meant to survive this life. Don't allow this government to distract you into one, losing your mind by their misinformation, by their lack of sharing the truth. Don't let them take your mind. And most importantly, don't let it take your soul either. I want to see y'all survive. I want to see y'all make it to the next lifetime. So I'm going to keep meditating. I'm going to keep working out. Because when we get out of this, when we get to the other side, I'm going to be a warrior goddess. Dead ass. Mentally, spiritually, physically, I'm already tuning up. And I'm preparing for war. And the war don't always look like what you think. War don't always look like guns and bombs and bullets. Sometimes war is mental. Sometimes war is, yeah, sometimes war is mental, man. So, see y'all in the next phase of this new life, this new world. It's time to make a change, y'all. It's time to evolve. Love y'all. Peace, love, and strawberries. Sherman's out.